It's about me.
It's about me and my farts and my tummy.
Yeah.
My meat's portz. You like that?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 17 of Ignore the Backlog. My name is The Real Portz, and my co-host is the EvilSpaceBunny. Bunny, how you doing?
I'm doing real good, portz. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you.
Good.
There's no other EvilSpaceBunnies I've ever met.
No.
Have you ever met another one?
No, I've never met another EvilSpaceBunny or another Space Bunny, actually.
I think, and I might be biased here, maybe you should just rebrand as the EvilSpaceBunny. Or the real EvilSpaceBunny.
The real EvilSpaceBunny? Make my incredibly long name even longer?
Yes. Make it so that you can't register that name in MMOs anymore.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I can't even put EvilSpaceBunny into most MMOs anyway, and it, like, pisses me off. Yeah, my name's too long. So, like...
And I heard it contains a bad word.
Apparently, in another game that we'll discuss, which is the fucking dumbest that I fucking was seriously raging. I think I threw my controller into the wall.
Listeners, mull it over. Which word do you think is the bad one? And then we'll reveal it when we talk about the game that Bunny's been playing.
It's so stupid.
Oh, my goodness. How was your week, Bunny?
My week?
Anything interesting? Did you bake anything cool?
Well, we started brunch this week at work, which was chaotic and good. And this week I took a break from streaming to kind of focus on myself because I'm selfish. Not really, but yeah. And I just kind of chillaxed. It was a good week so far.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? Anything
That's
fun?
Cool.
Anything interesting?
No.
Work making
In
you
my
want
personal
to
life,
jump?
no. Yeah, this is my last weekend of not on call, so I'll be
God.
stabbing myself in the dick from now on.
Oh no. You're fucked.
For all of February.
Oh no.
Yep. How am I gonna keep up with beating games?
You're on the phone with them and then you're being like, look, I'm in the middle of this fucking boss fight. Can you hold on for 5 minutes?
Like, give me 4 seconds. I'm so sorry.
You're calling me at 1 in the morning.
30 minutes later, I get back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're calling at 1 in the morning. I'm still playing games.
Yeah, you're interrupting my time. Come on.
Yeah. I know you pay extra for 24/7 support, but all right. I don't get paid extra, so well, I do actually.
Oh, do you really? That's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. But yeah, so that's gonna be a shit show. Mm-hmm. But this week was kind of relaxed and just hanging out.
Good. So.
Just hanging out. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask you what you played.
I was gonna ask you the same.
Oh my
GDF question.
It's like we're in sync.
It's almost like we know the flow of the podcast.
Do we? I hope we kind of do after 16 fucking
A little
weeks.
bit.
Wait, if it's 17? Shit. 17.
17. Almost legal.
I hate you.
Said Portz the sleaze bag.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so what did you play? I want to talk about your games first.
Oh, you want to talk about me first? Oh, you're so kind.
I am kind. I already know what I have to say, so it's less interesting to me. So, you know what I mean?
That's fair. Okay, so I'm actually interesting for once. So, I played Cuphead, and I played that off stream, and I actually beat it off stream. I ended up being a lot further along than I thought I was.
Oh.
So I got to the end, and I'm at the gambling hall, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure this guy out. And I got the dice head dude. I can't think of his fucking name right now. I killed him.
Mr. King Dice?
I think so. I think Mr. King Dice or something like that. And I killed him actually pretty quickly. And then I realized the next boss was the devil, and I'm like, oh, this is the end of the game. Fuck. And I'm like, it's so funny how much better I do at that game when I'm not streaming, and like there's the whole stress of like, you know, wanting to do good and then paying attention to chat and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And like
Plus, when you're off stream, you can cheat and no one knows.
Whoa, I would never cheat. I hate cheating.
Oh.
So.
Right, me neither. Obviously, I was joking. Only a monster would do that.
Yeah. But I beat that, and the King Dice dude, he ended up being way harder than the devil. The devil was actually fucking easy once you got past the first phase.
What is I don't know if it's easy to describe or not, but when I think of the devil and Cuphead, for some reason, all I can come up with is the way the devil looks in Futurama. Does he look anything like that?
No, he's like literally just like, imagine like a fucking thicker, stick figured man, because that's all he is.
Oh,
he's just like, he's
weird.
Just a like basic bitch with some horns.
Basic baby.
He's a basic bitch with some horns, and it's really cool because like he rips off.
Suck on that, devil.
He rips off his like fur skin or thing or whatever, because he's got like this weird black fur, and he like rips off his skin, and then it's just his skeleton, and you go down into hell, and then you're fighting just his skull, and that was like really cool.
I was thinking like a fur coat, and I was like, of course he wears animal furs, but he was ripped his own fur off. That's
skin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. So
that seems like, I guess that's a little menacing. If I saw somebody rip their skin off and then still come at me,
right?
I'd be a little terrified.
It's great because like once you get to the last phase, he's just fucking crying on you, and there's only one spot, and things are dropping on you, so you have to like finagle around this. I just popped the invincibility and like just murdered him as he's crying.
Oh, so you are cheating.
It's a part of the game. Fuck you.
No, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if we're doing this competition while cheating, I can probably beat 300 games this year.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough. So I beat that. That was really good. And then I started playing some of the levels on expert already because I'm a fucking masochist. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a long ass game for me. The other game
Are you?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Are you normally one to replay games? Because
yes,
you did that with Messenger and Cuphead like immediately after. Do you normally do that?
Yeah, I'm like, once you're in like a mode and you're like in that drive and you're like, oh, go, kill sort of thing. Like, just to keep that momentum going and stuff like that. Like, I had so much adrenaline from beating the devil and finally beating that game. Like, I was just like, fuck you, fuck yes. I'm one of the few that beat Cuphead, suck my dick. And then immediately I'm like, I'm going to go play all these levels on expert.
I'm so opposite to that because when I beat a game, I want it to be ripped from my hard drive. I never want to hear from that game again until, like years later. I'm like, oh, that was a good game. Except Red Dead. Yeah. Oh, I started that game over immediately.
Oh, no.
I love that game.
Yeah. I guess like that hardness and like that competitiveness just like tugs at my heartstrings, just like a good story tugs at yours.
Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to imagine that mindset.
Yeah, I have some questions for you, sir, about your recommendation, but I want to talk about another game real quick. I played Get the Fuck Out, GTFO. It's a newer game on Steam. It's like
I've seen like all my streamer people playing that shit.
It's fucking terrifying, and it's hard as fuck. And like, if you don't,
this is like a co-op survival thing, right?
It's a co-op survival thing, and if you don't have more than 3 people, it's rough. It is rough as fuck. Like,
is that the situation you were in?
Yeah, so I played with 2 people, my friend Zach and Phil, and we were playing, and like, they're like, okay, we've never made it past this point because it's just been me and Phil, so here we go. So we made it a little further, and like each time we played, we made it a little further and further. But the one thing I will say about that game, even though it's scary as fuck, it is gorgeous. It looks so good, and like all the shadows and all the shading and stuff like that and the lighting, it is spooky AF, and it looks fucking fantastic.
That's cool.
Like, you get dropped in because you're like these prisoners, right? And you get dropped in and you're like, here's some guns. Good luck. And and like as soon as we're dropped in and like your character's freaking out and you see all the other 2 players or whoever else you're playing with get dropped in too, like the lighting, it looks so good. I was like, holy shit. I was really, really impressed with that. And I'm like,
this surprises the shit out of me.
Me too.
Because this developer has never made a game before.
Yep.
And it's on the Unity engine.
Yup.
What the hell?
Exactly. And I was like super surprised. I'm like, this game actually looks hella good. And it's still in early access. I was super, super surprised. I think some of the...
I guess if like lighting is your good thing, it's easy to make the rest of it look good because like most of it's covered until the light shines.
Right. And but the bad guys look really good. The bad guys are really silly. Some of them are like, they'll Naruto run at you and then they'll lick you with this like fucking tongue thing, and it's like...
That's how I start my first dates.
You Naruto run at all of the girls?
And lick them on their cheek.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And then I Naruto run away.
And then you say nothing
One
personal.
of my cheeks a lot redder than the other.
Fair enough. But we didn't play too much of that. I kind of want to jump into that maybe later in the week. It's a fun game. I'm super stoked. They need to make some tweaking and stuff like that. Like, there's never enough ammo, and like trying to melee some of the bad guys in that game is next to impossible. So I think there'll be some tuning, and I think that's what mostly the early access is gonna fucking work on. But it's been it's fun. I'm actually more pumped to play that game.
That's cool. Not a beatable game, I noticed.
Nope, it's not a beatable game. I know. I stepped outside.
My God.
And then the other game that you recommended to me last week.
Sort of enforced. Isn't that how it works? Almost?
Yeah, kind of.
If you agree.
Yeah, if I agree. Was Nier Automata?
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 I've heard it both ways. I don't know.
I've heard it both ways too, so...
Automata sounds way better to me. It
Automata.
just flows off your tongue.
Nier. I'm just going to refer to it as Nier. So, the first thing I noticed is the intro music is similar to some of the music in Gris, and it just hit me like a fucking ton of bricks immediately.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, okay. And then I start playing, and I'm like, okay, I'm this emo girl who's mad at God. Got it. And I'm running around. I'm running around as 2B. She's adorbs. Questioning everything about why humans would make androids dress like little maids. Fair, whatever. Fucking perverts. My favorite thing is I forgot that this is a Square Enix game. And Square Enix has some of the best dialogue and the worst dialogues in all of video games.
Yes, absolutely. That's true.
and
I think mostly worst, but yeah.
Yeah, mostly worst. And like immediately, like I'm walking around the space station thing, and one of the androids is talking to another android as I'm passing by, and she's like, I've been working out, and I'm like, that doesn't, you're just made out of fucking machine parts with some fucking skinny parts over you. That doesn't work that way.
But just to real quick, Square Enix is not the developer. The developer is Platinum.
Oh, is it Platinum? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, those people.
That's right. But I mean, they're just as bad with the dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, have you played Bayonetta?
Yes. Oh my god, so good and bad at the same time.
It's great. It's yeah. Yeah.
So I'm playing around. I'm running around. There's one part where I'm running around in the desert, and I'll just say this. I just got there again, and I forgot about the robots and the babies, and I paid attention a little bit more because the second playthrough you play is 9S, right? And playing as 9S.
Oh yeah, by the way, sort of spoilers probably for Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, sorry. So many spoilers because I beat the fucking shit out of the first part. Anyway, so I'm playing as 9S, and the fucking robots are literally fucking. I thought they were just rocking fake babies in crates, but then I started looking around. I'm like, that one's humping that one. That one's eating that one out. Holy shit, what is happening?
Yes.
And then, they give birth to fucking Adam and Eve, the robot androids. But overall, it was a really good hack and slash. I loved that about that. My biggest complaint was the constant angle change and like what this game wanted to be. Like sometimes it was a platformer, sometimes it was a weird space shooter thing. And, like, I fucking hated the space shooting thing. That was, like, the least favorite part. I'm like, fuck, it's one of these again? And, like, there was one boss. Like, I didn't die very often, but there was one boss that I kept dying to because the camera angle kept changing. Because you would get hacked. That fucking bitch at the carnival. I forgot her name.
The opera lady?
Yeah, the opera chick.
I love that boss fight so much.
I hated it so much because the camera angle kept changing, and I literally died 3 times.
When it's like top down or whatever, it's so hard to see if like you're actually jumping over it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I kept dying, and that pissed me off. What other weird shit did I notice about this? The Baby Yoda robot in the forest was hilarious. The baby robot that pops up out of the thing, that's their king.
Oh.
And it pops up, and I'm like, Baby Yoda, it's in a fucking buggy and everything.
I played it obviously before Baby Yoda, so I didn't make that connection. That's funny.
And then, but the cult robots too were fucking good. And I listened to this podcast about murder and like mysterious things called My Favorite Murder, right? And one of their tag phrases is, "You're in a cult, call your dad." And I was just thinking, I'm like, these poor robots don't have a dad to call to get them out of this cult. But yeah, so I beat it through all the way. The 30 FPS cutscene sucked. I thought it was my settings at first, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? But apparently it's just part of the port. And my favorite fucking thing of the whole thing was how terrible the cutscenes were with Adam and Eve. And, like, how fucking emo they fucking were. And just, like, the fucking... Oh, God, their dialogue is just such trash. And it was so good. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I love this. And, like... I was streaming it to a friend's Discord a little bit and stuff like that. I'm like, you gotta watch this part. You gotta watch this part. He's like, oh yeah, fucking Eve when he goes fucking Venom. And I'm like, yes!
I don't know what that is.
Venom? Spider-Man?
Eve?
He's the other android robot. He's the one born from Adam.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know their names.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, that's right.
The first robot babies.
Right.
From fucking... That robot fucking orgy sex scene is traumatizing.
Hell yeah. Oh, so great.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm already probably more than halfway through the second playthrough. Maybe close to the halfway. I don't remember.
Nice.
But yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The subsequent ones after that get a lot shorter.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You gotta play it through 5 times or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't do everything in the game, but I did get through all the storyline things.
Yeah, I played through...
There's a surprising amount of content in that game.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising. Like, my first playthrough was about 12 hours.
Yeah.
So, and then
I think I beat the whole thing in like 19, if that...
Oh, everything?
That's your
gotcha.
Calibration, yeah. But I did super rush through 9S's campaign.
I will say that...
Because I was like, we've done most of this. Like, come on.
Right. And, like, I will say 9S's combat just sucks compared to 2B's. Like,
yeah, that's true.
2B's was
Have you
so
done...
satisfying.
I assume you've done the hacking shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hacking shit is like...
just give me a fucking sword. I'd rather get up in their dick and fucking...
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I didn't play too much this week, but I did beat Cuphead, and I guess I beat
part
of Nier, so...
that you had questions about the game I recommended. What questions do you
Okay,
have?
so my biggest question for you, since you don't have any human emotions, why the fuck did you like this game so much? It's about...
What do you mean I don't have any human emotions?
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Hey.
What?
I have human emotions when it comes to video games and movies.
Fair enough.
But not my own life.
Fair enough. No, I just thought it was funny. If you like this, actually, the biggest thing I wanted to say to you about this game was I was going to recommend Ghost in a Shell. It's an anime.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Just try
Probably
it.
not.
Try it.
Yeah, all right.
It's probably the only one that a lot of people who don't like anime end up watching, and they like that one.
We'll see.
If you like Nier, you probably will like.
Is it
Ghost
like
in the
Netflix,
Shell.
or how can I watch it?
It might be on Netflix. It might be on Hulu. I'll find a way,
Okay.
and I'll make you fucking watch a couple episodes or something.
Okay.
Fair?
All right. Fair. Deal.
Deal. Because if you really
Even
did
though
like
there's no other
Nier,
end to the deal.
you probably will like Ghost.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What did you play? Tell me. I'm excited
Okay.
now.
I played. Why?
Because, like I just fucking babbled on about myself like an idiot. So now it's your
All right,
turn.
I'm going to get the worst one out of the way first. I played Crysis 2.
Oh, no.
It's boring as shit
Yeah.
and very pretty.
Yeah.
Same problem that Crysis 1 had. All the interesting story stuff is like in the back half of the game, but so is all the terrible gameplay.
Oh, no.
Fighting aliens just is not, they didn't make it fun, and it's not fun. So stop making me do it.
Fair enough.
I own Crysis 3, and I might not play it because of how boring that game was.
Oh, no.
It's very pretty, though. I will boot it up to see it on my 4K monitor. I will do that, but I don't know. We'll see. It might be one of those like Fear 3 things where I spent like 2.5 years going through Fear 3, booting it up like 20 minutes at a time. So, yeah, Crysis 2. Fuck off.
Fair.
I played a bit of... I did beat it. I beat Crysis 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I beat another game called West of Loathing. I don't know if you've seen anything on that.
No. What is this game about?
Okay. So, on paper, I should fucking hate this game. Because it's a black and white stick figure turn-based RPG.
What?
Yeah. It looks kind of bad. Like, I actually originally had this on... ignored on Steam because I just like watched the trailer, and the trailers they do convey like what the game is, but I kind of misinterpreted the earnestness of it because the whole shtick of the game is the stick figure game. Get it? The whole shtick of the game is it's like very, very silly, self-aware. Like I'll give you an example. It's a Western, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I figured with
every
the word
like
Western.
Right. So every saloon and some houses and shit have like what they call a spittoon, which is like you spit into them. It's like a bag of spit
Oh, gross.
for tobacco and shit. You have the option to dig through them,
Ew.
but the game makes you go through like 15 dialogues of you understand what you're putting your hand into, right? And they start gruesomely detailing the kind of shit that might be in there, and they're like, some people might even pee into this thing, and they probably have diabetes. And so I kept going, and you always get an item out of it, and it's always a great item. So why wouldn't you do it? But they really make you push. They really make you push through some horrendous dialogue. So it's just like shit like that.
Okay.
Shit that's very silly. Like, we're going to let you do this, but we're going to let you know you probably shouldn't do that. There's another thing where somebody in dialogue was like, you're like, oh, thanks a bunch. And they're like, oh, don't mention it. And then one of your dialogue options is don't mention it. And the other one is mention it. And so I click mention it. And you're like, oh, my God, no, it's seriously, thank you. And they're like, yeah, no problem. Don't mention it. And you keep going until they punch you.
Wait, what is this game called again? Now I want to play.
It's called West of Loathing. I think you would really like it because of the fourth wall breaky shit they do. Like there was this cult cave that was so it's a Western game, right? And this entire structure is made out of buffalo bones.
Oh no!
Because you know that's when we fucked over buffalo.
Yeah,
so
we were fucking monsters.
we go in, and there's shit on the wall, like a bunch of like artifacts and shit like that, and you're digging through them, and then you find one in particular, and I don't remember what it was, but you're just like, Jesus Christ, like the dialogue box says, Jesus Christ, what is in this game?
Okay, I'm gonna go buy this
So
game.
it's pretty good. You'll probably like it. I played it. I don't know if you have the Xbox PC Game Pass thing, but that's how I played it. So
I'll find it. Is it? Did you ever watch the movie Fear and Loathing?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
No, it probably references it, huh?
That would be my guess, because West of Loathing, because like Fear and Loathing is based in like Las Vegas, and there's like a bunch of weird fucking like, there are.
Is it a Western?
It's a Johnny Depp movie about drugs and fucked up shit. And
I like all those things you just said.
You might like it. It's probably one of my favorite movies, actually. And everybody's everybody's like, you're not a druggy person. I'm like, yeah, but I can still enjoy this fucking weird ass culture.
That's like one of my favorite shows ever. Like if I had to pick one show to watch for all time, it might be Californication.
Oh God, I love that movie or that show. Fuck. Oh my God, David Duchovny.
They're everyone. I don't care who you are. Everyone has a little voice inside them that wants you to be a degenerate piece of shit.
Absolutely, 100%.
And that is the fucking outlet for that. Like living vicariously through this character who does it so suave and fucking. Oh my God, it's so good.
I fucking love that show. I haven't watched that in forever.
It's good. They ripped it off Netflix. Those sons of bitches.
Fuckers. As long as they don't take my office, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's popped off and on every now and then.
I know.
I bet that'll go to Hulu at some point.
Don't fucking say it. I have to watch ads on Hulu.
Okay, it'll stay there forever. Sorry.
Thank you. What did you play? What else did you play? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I beat that game. So 2 games beat. Those are the I just beat 2 games this week.
You're still one ahead of me. Fuck.
I should be 2 ahead of you. How many are you at?
Nier and fucking Cuphead, so that puts me...
You didn't beat Nier, though.
Oh, you're not counting that as beat, even though it's 1 completion?
You gotta fucking beat the whole thing. You just said yourself, I beat kind of half of it. You gotta beat the whole thing.
Oh, I meant like, okay, fine, I'll keep playing it. Damn, that's like gonna be a fucking longer investment than I thought. I'm like, 10 hours? I'm like, that's not too bad. I'm at 15 hours now because I keep fucking around.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I mean, you could count it if you want. It's your list.
No,
like,
I
do think you should see the rest of it though, because I'll say this: that you haven't even gotten to the good part of that game yet.
That's what a couple people have told me already. Like,
yep.
My friend Phil, he's the one who got it for me. He's the one I was playing GTFO with, and he's like, you need to fucking do this now. And then I'm like, okay. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Backseat gamers. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it too much.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's like, let me...
Fucking Phil.
Fucking Phil. Sorry, Phil. I love you. Okay.
Last game I played, I started Disco Elysium finally.
Oh, you bought it. You picked it up.
I picked it up a couple weeks ago. I just hadn't really booted it up that much.
Okay, what did you think of it? I didn't get very far.
I really like it. I am not very far either. Did you get to the strike area?
You're probably a lot further. I think I only let me look. Disco. I think I'm only like an hour. Yeah, I'm barely an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like 2 or 3. Probably 2 or 3 hours in. And I'm taking it very slowly. This is not a game I want to rush through. So it's not like. It's not in the running for like, ooh, quick games to beat. It's definitely not that. But the buzz I've heard about it really made me want to play it. And I think there are definitely some things that draw me away from it, but the praise that I've heard is well warranted, I think. The writing is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
The fact that you have so many aspects of your subconscious way in,
right?
And they all have different personalities and shit.
Yeah.
I really like that part. And like just in dialogue or even just searching shit around, like a voice in your head will pop up and be like, fucking drink or some shit. And you don't have to listen to it is the cool part. It's just like real life. You have thoughts and shit. And you can dismiss the ones you don't want to listen to.
Right, it's your dark passenger.
I really like it. Yeah, but it's like, it seems like you have 30 different dark passengers, you know? And some of them aren't dark. Like, some of them seem like genuinely good. Like, there's one that's just empathy, basically.
Yeah, there's like the empathetic one. And like, I have a smart one because like, there's this part where you're talking to the bartender about the birds or something. And all of a sudden, like, one of the things rattled off like everything about that bird. And then I used that.
Yeah, the encyclopedia one. Yeah, exactly. I love when you fail those, by the way, because it's the encyclopedia one's usually like a check.
Oh, shit, I didn't realize that.
And so I've examined this statue, and it's like, it's a giant statue of some dude named this, and then you're like, what did he do? Like, what's he known for? And then your subconscious is like, what is he known for? You don't know what you did 2 hours ago. You think you fucking know what this guy did? It's so good.
I gotta get back into this.
It's really, really fun. I really like just dealing with the consequences of what I do. Like, I assume you went outside and saw the hanging, the like whole thing you're supposed to solve in the beginning. So there's a kid out there, and he was being a little piece of shit, like kids do. And I had the option to punch him.
Oh no!
And so I went for it. It was a 72% chance, and I failed. And my guy just fell on his ass.
Oh, no.
Trying to punch out like a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, no.
And so not only did it take a piece of my health away, it also embarrassed the living fuck out of me.
Obviously.
Yeah, like me as a person. Not just my character, me. I'm like, oh my God. It's like watching The Office. It's like, yes, you're seeing someone else do something, but it's so awkward. I don't even want to look. Like, what grown man like fails to punch a little kid and just falls on his ass? Like, what kind of fucking loser am I playing?
Oh no, dude.
It's great.
That sounds amazing.
I love that game.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm
So
glad you're
those are the games. Yeah. Turns out Game Awards did something right, giving Disco Elysium fucking like 4 nominations or whatever.
They had 4 nominations and they won all 4. I think, if I remember.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think that's true.
If I remember. But
yeah, because it wasn't nominated for Game of the Year, right? I don't think.
It was not. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was like nominated for like indie. It was nominated for
Story, obviously.
And then it was nominated for like 2 other things that they just fucking knocked it out of the park. Like they beat Gris on one, and I was upset about that.
Oh, was it the art? I guess
it was
presentation
indie
or whatever the fuck it's called.
Indie game. Indie game of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I mean, like, to each their own, and like I just need to try it again. I need to pick it back up. I just kind of like fucking fell.
It's a tough piece of fucking meat to get through because you can't just kind of casually play that. There's a lot of like reading you need to do, and it's like a hefty fucking game.
Yeah, that's like, especially since I have dyslexia, it's kind of hard. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Yep. All right. News.
News time.
Was there news this week?
It's news time.
Was there news this week?
There was some news this week. There was some interesting stuff that I found. You know.
Let me sip my booze while you tell me the news.
I just did that, so.
I'm gonna run out of rhymes for that.
I need you to start speaking 4 other languages so we can have other rhymes.
Okay. Done.
Yeah, you speak Latin. Throw some Latin into this bitch.
Requiescat in pace.
What the fuck does that mean?
Rest in peace. It's from Assassin's Creed.
Oh my God. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about, apparently being muted in video games does not violate your civil rights according to the U.S. federal courts. Constitutional freedom of speech guarantees restricted government actors, blah, 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 not private entities.
Fucking yeah. Like obviously.
Obviously.
That's like going into a store and being thrown out for like running your mouth.
Right?
There's no cop in the world who's gonna come fucking help you.
Right. Exactly. And so like people were complaining about, I forgot what game this resonated from, but apparently this is also being brought up against Tinder too, which made me fucking laugh so fucking hard.
It's being brought up against Tinder?
Yeah, people's freedom of speech on Tinder.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. Our fucking planet is a shit show.
Wow.
But yeah, some dude found him.
No, there's a tiny amount of people abusing this shit. A tiny amount, I guarantee you.
Whatever. But anyway, some dude found himself muted in a game. It was an MMO, RuneScape. That's what it was. And
it was RuneScape?
It was RuneScape. And he got upset.
Wow.
And he tried to appeal. His muting was denied. And then he started a DIY lawsuit, basically. threatening to sue them and stuff like that. And then it somehow got to some district judge. And the district judge is like, no, you're just being a piece of shit, basically. Sorry. Like, it's their game. Like, it's just like you're allowed.
You can start another account if you want, if you really want to be unmuted.
Right?
But you probably don't want to do that because that's RuneScape is like he could possibly have thousands of hours on account.
Probably, but
yeah.
What an idiot sandwich! Don't be a jerk.
That's hilarious. Fuck off.
Yeah. Exactly. So that made me laugh this week. And then some good news from Fortnite.
What?
Yeah. This actually was a cute story. I found it. So his name is Aiden Conrad. He's a streamer on Twitch, and he does mostly Fortnite. He's a pro Fortnite player and all this stuff. And so he has like 1.4 million followers on Twitch right now. And he called his mom up while he was streaming, and he's like, hey, Mom. So he did this for Christmas. He's like, hey, Mom, what do you want for Christmas? And she's like, I don't need anything. You've done enough for me. And he's like, well, that's too late, Mom. I paid all your student loans. And so apparently he was able to, because her mom's loans weren't government, they were private. And he got in contact with the company who was privatizing her loans or whatever and dealing with them and blah, 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 that bullshit.
Yeah.
So he got in contact with them, and with his earnings from Twitch, he paid them all off, and I think it amounted to like almost 100,000, or like no, he's amassed like $160,000 this year, and he's used almost most of that for her loans and stuff. So
holy shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about him doing that live? I feel like that's kind of weird.
I mean,
like I know. It's a great thing he did and all that, but it like obviously there's a piece of it that's like, oh, this is content, and that feels a little bit like it takes away from it a little bit, you know?
But like part of it is because of all his subs and his donations and stuff like that. He said it's not me that did
like
it.
sharing in the victory of being able to free his
it's
mom
not
from
me.
debt.
It's all the people who are watching my stream right now. They made it possible.
Okay.
That's what he actually said.
Sure.
So.
All right. Yeah, it still is like that a little bit for me, but I mean, obviously better that he did it than not.
Right? I mean, it's still a good thing, like, helping your fucking family out. Like, not to shit on my neighbors, but, like, the little brats downstairs, I know they play Fortnite because they're always trying to fucking cast to my TV upstairs. And, like, I'll be trying to watch my goddamn fucking murder shows. And then it's like...
You can lock that down, by the way.
I had to, finally, because I got sick of it. Because I was just curious, because random people would try to connect to my TV and cast random shit. I'm like, all right, I'll see what this is. Most of the time, it's nothing. But, yeah, then they started casting Fortnite videos. And I was like, no!
When I did IT for a school district, people would leave their Chromecasts on just public and shit. So, and everyone's on the same network. So I would just like teachers that I knew personally, like we had developed a friendship. I wasn't just randomly doing this to people, but I would just like pause it and then go check on them, and then they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's like a miracle you're here because my Netflix isn't working." I'm like, "Weird. Let me fix that for
Let me
you."
fix it for you because I'm so nice. I'm such a
I'm really
nice
good.
person.
Don't ever let them fire me because I'm really good at this.
But yeah, no, like it was just nice to see something positive like that come out of it. So
that's cool.
So also in your favorite other game that you always have on the side besides Dota, Age of Empires Definition Edition beta is coming next month. I found this just for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll say it's probably like the worst Age of Empires, but it's still good. And I hope they make a lot of tweaks because a lot of what I don't like is mechanical weirdness, and I think they could easily address it in a definitive edition, and that would be awesome.
Well, if you could do, so when I used to do a lot of beta testing back in the day, I would go onto the forums and I would post my stuff, and like some of my stuff ended up getting like fixed in like, what was that game that I played the shit out of? Warhammer Online.
Yeah, I don't care that much. I'll be honest.
But you can't.
Like Age of Empires 3 is not my thing. It's like I will play it, but it's not. I don't want to spend dozens of hours like trying to fix bugs for them. It's no.
Well, I mean, just little things wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, you're gonna play it anyway.
I mean, if I ran into something, maybe, but I'll probably honestly the beta I'm probably boot up like one time and then wait for the full game.
Really?
Well, it said multiplayer only, I think. I was just skimming and I noticed that it was multiplayer. I don't know if it's only.
We dedicated,
but it's called a multiplayer
matchmaking and the way the game feels.
If there's no AI, like I'm not interested because I don't play that shit online.
Oh, you don't play any of those online? None of those RTS?
No, RTS games are. I don't have the fingers for macro or micro. I for some reason I just can't fucking do it.
You don't got the micro down? Okay. Well, you could play against somebody bad, like me.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Let's play. Okay. You've now committed.
All right. I will make sure to make a note for Age of Empire 3 beta. Okay, I wrote it down. I'll look into it.
All right.
We'll sign up for it.
Actually, the RTS campaigns would be really. I think they're really, really quick.
Really?
They could
that count as a game?
Contribute to this year's challenge. And I think the only RTS campaigns I've ever beat were like Command and Conquer.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the StarCraft ones, and like I loved StarCraft.
I heard those were good. I was never a StarCraft guy. Like I think I just have this thing in me that's like I hate the popular thing.
I hate the popular thing.
Even though obviously Command and Conquer is very popular, it didn't take off like StarCraft did competitively.
No.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just like the thing everyone's playing, nah. That's like League. I never got into League, but then I got into Dota. Way less people play Dota.
Wait, so you didn't play Dota back in the beta?
I played Dota in 2012. I don't think it was in beta.
No,
then.
It wasn't. Wait, I think it was like at the end of beta.
It was pretty new. It was pretty new when I played it.
Okay, so you didn't even play it on Warcraft 3?
No. I didn't even know what it was back then.
Okay.
I didn't have Warcraft, so.
Fair enough.
Yep. Plus, I was limited to 5 hours of games a week back then, so.
Oh yeah, because you were a baby.
Yeah. Well, and my parents are sheltered motherfuckers. Yeah. So that's the story of me not playing Dota back in the day.
No. You poor bastard.
Can we talk about some property I don't give a shit about and it's knockoff?
Like Team?
Yep. Is it called Team Team?
Team Tim or Team?
I think it'd be Temtem, right? That's the way it's phonetically spelled.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
That's interesting to me. Just like, first of all, because there was a Pokemon Online forever ago, and people liked it, but it was like this weird free mod. Was it a mod? I don't know what the fuck it was, but I remember people talking about that briefly. And then this came out of fucking nowhere for me. I'm sure people had their eyes on this, but as someone who doesn't give a fuck about Pokemon, everyone was just like, oh my god, Temtem. It only allows 20,000 people in their fucking game right now. And I was like, oh, it's probably like a free thing. And then I look on the store today, it's like $40 fucking dollars.
Yeah, it's like $40.
Jesus Christ. People are paying for this game and they can't fucking play it.
Well, like the first day, nobody was able to play. Nobody at all. Because they had to shut down the servers and like fix some shit. So that's what I kind of wanted to talk about.
Hilarious.
Is their like launch. It seems to be doing better now. My friend Zubera just picked it up, but like Tim, I'm gonna say it wrong a million times because like it looks like Team, and that's what I want to say. But so what ended up happening, because like I tried watching a couple people play this because I wanted to see if I was interested in it, because it is an MMO. And, like, I've avoided MMOs for a couple years now successfully, but Pokemon and, like, catching Pokemon and playing with my friends kind of, like, I wanted to play it really bad. But, unfortunately, there's been a lot of issues. Some people weren't able to connect. Some people are still not able to connect. And, like you said, that they're capping the servers on how many people can actually play right now.
Yeah, which I understand. It's indie, whatever. People who are, you know, day one-ing this purchase deserve what they get, probably. Yeah. Because indie and online, it's like, it's pretty spotty.
Yeah, and like...
They don't have unlimited fucking money to fix these problems, you know?
Yeah. And like
But the good news is, there's interest in your game.
Yeah, I mean... How can they not think that? Like Pokemon, everybody, it's like basically a Pokemon MMO. It's not exactly Pokemon, but same concepts, and it's interesting enough. The poor people were frantically working on this since and posting to their Twitter, talking about dedicating issue and hot fixes coming out immediately.
I bet that was a stressful day.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is their Twitter feed. So this started at 11:50 a.m., right? So almost noon, and they're like, "We restarted the servers. Yeah. We detected the issue in the hotfix for a hotfix coming soon." And then literally we also ordered some food for the dev team. Their minds focused on the hotfix and not being hungry. And then literally they're like, "We wanted burritos, but the place was closed."
Oh no.
Like that was at 12 p.m. and then their next tweet was at 12 a.m., almost 1 a.m., saying, "Okay, we should go to sleep now. The game is mostly stable. We'll be pushing out fixes later in the day to improve everything. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We love you all to the moon and back. We want to help. If you want to help us and have some time, don't forget to post a review on Steam." Which, you know, caused a little bit of backlash because, you know, how people are. It's like, hey, you know. And then the next day at like 6 a.m., they're like, "Hey, we're back, but we're looking at your bug reports. We're pushing hot fixes." So they like literally got like maybe 5 hours of sleep, came back, and then just started slamming their heads against this game. Like I hope they're able to like stabilize this. I hope they're able to add more servers, because obviously a lot of people want to play this, and it actually makes me kind of want to get back into an MMO again, because like I said, it's Pokemon.
Yeah. These guys are based in Spain.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So poor guys. I feel really bad for them, because this is almost like No Man's Sky, but not as bad. Because go ahead.
I don't think it's that bad, nearly. I don't think it has the attention that No Man's Sky did. But I'm sure they're happy with the attention that it's getting. Like, obviously it's negative, but at least someone's talking about the game. Because the worst thing that could happen is no one plays it, that like your server queues aren't even being touched, you know, like that would be way worse.
Absolutely.
So obviously it sucks. They're gonna have to go through a couple days of fucking bullshit, but maybe a couple weeks, but I think it'll be fine, you know. And I don't know how people feel about the game now that at least some people can get in, but it looks like it might be a quality product, you know?
Yeah.
other than the the server issues.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it in the next few weeks. I'm probably gonna wait a couple more weeks before I pick it up and see what other people say.
Yeah. Do you know anyone trying to play it?
My friend Zubair literally just bought it right before we started. Like, he sent me a message maybe 10 minutes before we started this.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, hopefully we can see some new stuff. It's not a true MMO in the sense, but it is like kind of MMO-y. Anyway.
Is it like an MMO, like Path of Exile is an MMO?
Kind of, I think. From what little gameplay I've seen, because I went to watch it that first day, and then I've been busy every day since then.
Yeah.
Speaking of games killing things, I guess. Rocket League. Did you ever play this at all?
Nope. I have zero interest in that.
Really?
Yeah. It's because I'm not a mechanics dude. Like, the fun of games for me is story, dialogue, that shit. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I play Dota, I guess. It's a miracle I got into that game, honestly. But running around with a car, fucking shooting baskets, I don't give a fuck about that.
Whoa, it's soccer. It's car soccer, sir. I'm offended.
What did I say?
You said shooting hoops. Didn't you?
Well, they have the hoop mode
Fuck
also.
That one.
Right?
That one sucks. It's all about the soccer one.
Okay. Sorry.
But Rocket League is going to be killing multiplayer for the Macs and Linux, which is kind of weird that they would do that. I know they're now on Epic. They're off of Steam, so you can't buy this game on Steam. But if you have it on Steam, obviously you can still launch it.
Does Epic not have the Linux versions?
I don't know what exactly happened, but they're just dropping
Weird.
support for it as of March.
I mean, how many people does that affect? Like 4?
I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. They want, basically what they said, and the reason behind it is they want the best experience for all our players. So having all those cross...
Except the ones
right?
who can't fucking play it now.
But dropping these two platforms will make it less hard for cross-platforming, because like right now it's cross-platform between the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the PC. So like if I go into a match and like I'm PC and I'm playing with, you know, my controller, I could be playing against other PlayStation players and stuff like that, or have PlayStation players on my team.
The weird thing is, like, those people have paid for the game and there's like nothing to do if you can't play online.
Right. And it's like super fucked that they dropped the support. Like, it's
not super fucked because again, it's like 4 people probably.
But like, if you bought any of the crates or bought any of the drop boxes or the loot boxes and stuff like that, that's when it's kind of like.
I hope those people can like request their money back or something, because that's
or
shitty.
be able to transfer it over to Epic so they can play it on a PC at a later time.
Well, yeah, but even that, like, obviously they're playing on a Mac and a Linux because they don't want to fucking deal with Windows.
I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's silly because like I know a lot of people that use Steam. They use it on Linux and stuff like that. So I don't know if Epic has a Linux store, so that would make sense. Is it on the Mac? Epic.
I have no idea.
Mac.
I have no fucking idea.
I'm gonna look that up later.
Okay.
Let's see if it's on there. But yeah, they said they're doing it just to minimize like less cross-platforming, because like I kind of understand it. It's like when you have computers and then there's 3 different OSs for that, compared to like there's only one PlayStation OS, there's only one Xbox OS, and so on and so forth.
I imagine it's more about like future content and shit like that.
But oh my god, that scared me. A video just started playing in my background. I hate that so much.
It's what live research does to you, motherfucker.
I wasn't live research. I just literally pulled up my next article and it fucking terrified me.
Oh.
I'm dying. I'm having a heart attack. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is the new Doom.
Oh, so excited.
So pumped. Did you watch the trailer?
Was there a new one? Oh, no, I don't think I have.
There's a new trailer that just popped out like a week or so ago, I think. Maybe about that.
Oh. I don't think I have.
But
I don't think I want to either.
I
know I'm going to buy the game. I for sure know I'm going to buy the game.
I mean, it didn't spoil too much of anything. It did.
No, but like when it gets to a certain point of like I'm already excited, there's nowhere else to go. So it's like I'm just going to see some mechanical shit that even might spoil one move for me that I won't get to see myself. You know, like it's not a big deal. Like if I accidentally saw it, it's not like, oh, spoilers, but it's like I might as well not, you know?
Yeah, I kind of get that. Well, this might kind of spoil some shit for you.
Fucking A.
Close your ears, ports, and I'll just explain it.
It's fine. I don't give a shit. It's
so
fine.
One of the things that really perked up my ears, because, you know, I like slamming my head against hard things, is the difficulty.
What?
What?
Did you just say?
Don't think about it, you fucking weirdo. Fuck, I'm like...
Damn. Do you have a website?
I'm like bright red over here. Fuck you.
OnlyFans account?
No. You can buy my feet pics. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so the difficulty is gonna work differently. So like mechanics will actually change with the difficulty increasing. And how did he describe it? I kind of liked it. So on easy, they're going to throw a lot of jabs and like take turns like throw your jab and I'll throw mine. Now, one of us gets to throw a haymaker. On Nightmare, everyone's just straight up throwing haymakers nonstop. And so like enemies will do different mechanics the harder the game mode.
That's dope.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So like I was super pumped. Rather than enemies having like not only more HP and stuff like that, they're gonna potentially do more shit.
That would make me play it on hard, I think. I absolutely. Yeah. My number one complaint about hard modes usually is that it's just bullet sponge.
Yeah.
Like, no thanks.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's not my jam. Like, if it's harder and like the game doesn't change at all, fuck off. That's the one time where I'll actually say fuck off. But if stuff actually changes, like in Cuphead, so I've been playing that on expert mode, right? And some not as many mechanics as I would like change.
Oh.
And it kind of bums me out, but I still did it because I'm a masochist.
There's still some I want to do. Like Mass Effect 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I love the combat in that game, so I want to beat that on Insanity at some point. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like 2.5 hours into that fucking thing, like, and I started that like 3 years ago, so I'll probably never do it. But I like the idea of doing it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it just makes me so much more pumped for the game because, like,
it's got a grapple.
It's got a grapple, and I love grapples. That's my favorite thing in the Messenger is just fucking whizzing through screens with that grapple hook.
Yeah. Hell yeah. There's by the way, I played one more game. I wasn't going to talk about it, but grapples are pertinent. I booted up Far Cry Primal, which I like. I like the Far Cry games mostly. Too. Like,
but
they're so basic, right? They're fucking just basic as fuck. They're just the most basic open world. Fucking run here, climb the tower, fucking do the thing.
Right.
But like, there's something satisfying and kind of numbing about like just going around and fucking getting feedback, you know?
Right.
So I started playing that, and I like it because it's a different setting. Now it's arguably a lot worse because they're making up this fucking stupid ass language for this shit, and there's some stuff like my girlfriend was watching me play it, and they have these wild dogs in it. She was like, "Those are African wild dogs," and I was like, "I don't think so. This is like 10,000 BC. It's like they're probably called something else." And so they call them. I don't know if they're. I don't know if it's pronounced this way, but it's spelled this way: D holes. It's DHOLE. So maybe it's Dole or something like that, but I think it's a lot funnier to say D-hole. So, but okay, so we look up that word, right? And that is a subspecies of like wild dog, but it's like the Asiatic wild dog. And so it's like, why would they choose the model? And it looks way different. It looks like a fox, basically. And it's like, why would they use the model of this? They obviously know what they're doing. So they take the model of this and name it that. It's just like, why? It's just make it look like the other thing or call it the other, like call it the, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't get it. But the whole point is there's going to be a grapple. I'm already seeing points where I can grapple the places. And I'm like, a grapple in 10,000 BC, dude? Really?
No.
Mr. Caveman flinging around fucking Spider-Man style. Jesus
You're fucking
Christ,
George
man.
in the Jungle. You have to go, every time.
Oh, no.
Please.
Nope, I won't.
Portz.
Nope.
Do
Zero
it.
chance.
Do it right
No.
now.
I won't. I will never do it. Right now? No.
Come on. You're a fucking bad George of the Jungle. I just want you to know this.
I did it.
That was nothing. Do it right.
I did.
Anyway. But yeah. It was a quickie week. Yeah.
Still end like basically the same time.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Doom. I've been thinking about Doom and Doom's combat a lot since I beat it last year. And the game feels like a super fast-paced puzzle.
Kinda.
Because each enemy sort of has its own takedown mechanics, and you use different guns that are better against different demons, and it's stuff that you're just working out quick. And yeah, you've like beat them all to death until you see a new one, but the way they're laid out and the level design is it's so fucking good. Also, Mick Gordon is a fucking god. The soundtrack for that and Wolfenstein,
fucking
unbelievable. You've played the New Order series, right?
I don't think I have played the new Wolfenstein. No.
You should definitely play those. Those are quick and they're gorgeous and super fun.
Order. I think I might have them. I have to look.
Wolfenstein: The New Order and New Colossus. And I have not played Old Blood, but I plan to soon.
No, I just have I think the newest one I have is Return to Wolfenstein, and that's it.
That one's good too. That's an old school fucking early 2000s shooter. It's so good. There is some amazing shit that happens in that game. The scream, when you beat the boss in that game, he has the most blood-curdling fucking scream I've ever heard. Like, the commitment from that voice actor is unbelievable. It's fucking amazing.
Yikes.
You should play it just for that. It's so good.
Okay. I'll do it.
It's so good. Anyway.
Oh, I have some good news. I'm going to get my dirty little fingers on a VR headset soon here.
What?
I'm going to borrow it from a friend.
Oh, you're borrowing it. Okay. I was like, whoa, so free headsets? I'll take one, please.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking, no. I forgot that, so I was helping my friend move the other day, and I forgot she had it, and it was just sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh yeah, do you want to borrow it? I'm like, yeah, give it to me. She's like, I gotta find all the pieces, and I'm like, yes. So it's
so difficult to have the money for it and not buy it. It's the most difficult thing I've ever been through.
I've been looking at my Twitch dollars, and I don't want to waste it on that. I want to fucking buy
it's like
Twitch money
for one game, dude. It's like basically one game I want it for.
Know. So that's why I'm gonna borrow it. I'll probably play some of my other VR games that have been gifted to me. Because I've had people, they're like, here, you're gonna get a VR headset soon. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I think I have some through Humble Bundle.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me know how that shit is.
I'm so fucking pumped for Half-Life Alex. Maybe I'll just stream that and not have a camera on me.
Wait, you're gonna be able to borrow it that long?
Yeah, dude. She said I could. She doesn't use it.
The
yeah.
fuck?
I'm fucking gonna play I'm gonna play Half-Life Alex.
God,
I said,
bro.
I'm like, I really want it just in March. She's like, okay.
Fuck you. I'm gonna have to borrow one. I'm gonna have to find somebody to fuck. Oh, I can't have you play it, not
yeah,
me.
Buddy.
What the fuck? All right, this is what the hell.
I'm sorry.
You said it was good news, but it's kind of bad logistically
bad
for me.
For you.
Yeah.
No, I'm pumped. I'm so fucking pumped.
When is that? April?
March.
Oh,
2020.
fuck.
You got 1 month,
Fuck.
baby. You got 1 month,
Son of a
Portz,
bitch.
and it's our baby month.
Wait. March 20th?
No, it's March 2020. It doesn't have an exact date, and that was one of the things.
Oh, so it'll get pushed. Okay,
No,
we're fine.
No,
Yeah, it's
it's
fine.
not actually. So
will.
Valve actually just confirmed. I was actually going to bring this up, but it's not that big of a deal. Valve actually said that they're on track to release Alex on time.
That could change now. That could change 4 seconds from now.
I think it's done. I think it's mostly done. It's
Yeah, probably.
I think it's done.
I just need it to move.
Why? To push it back further with fucking Cyberpunk and all the other games at the end of the year that got pushed back already?
Yes. So that I don't have to listen to you talk about Alex while I can't play it.
I think if I do play that one, since I know not a lot of people are going to be able to get access to that, I'm going to just be like, I played it, and I will just like mention things that I like, but I'll do my best not to reveal any spoilers.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's one we'll probably have to do like a spoiler episode for, which we keep mentioning and haven't done for anything. So
I think we need to just like carve out some time in our schedules and be like,
we do. So next weekend I'm going to see Star Wars again. And so maybe sometime after that
when
we
are you
can
gonna
do
go see Star Wars? Maybe we can make it a DD.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Keep me posted. Anyway.
Okay. By the way, that's the other thing. So my lady and I have been going through Star Wars chronologically, and our next movie to watch is The Last Jedi, and then we're just gonna go straight from that to go watch the movie. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, it's been good.
Oh, good.
Fucking Star Wars, man.
Star Wars.
Did you start watching the Okay, me neither.
I've been super busy.
The Clone Wars.
And then I was like, I saw the thing. It's like somebody posted the trailer for the new season, and I'm like, fuck, I watched that first episode, and that was it.
When everybody says like, oh, the older you get, the less time you have, like, it's true, but I always thought it was like because they had kids and shit, but it just disappears no matter what.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Fuck.
Motherfuckers.
Anyway. Hey, Portz.
Anyway.
Where can people find you?
On their browser, if you open Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer.
Might as well get Netscape in there and AOL.
Safari or Netscape or AOL or the one from
Do you remember Opera?
Oh, fuck, Kingspin or no, I don't.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of other weird dead fucking browsers.
How good, by the way, speaking of Opera, is that Opera boss is like music. The music in that fucking boss is so. I think about it all the time.
Really? Damn.
Yes, I love that song.
I'm surprised Nier impacted
so
you
much.
so much.
I love that game. I really, really do.
I'm actually.
I would love to play it
really
again.
Shocked.
I actually want to go through the no-hit mode, too.
Oh, that very, very hard mode, which is what I was looking at the beginning, and you're like, don't do it. And I'm like,
Yeah, your first time through, that'd be terrible. I had a buddy who plays everything on the hardest difficulty as much as he can. He started it. No way he can get through it. He's like, this is unfucking playable. Because you don't know the mechanics yet, and it's like, it'd be so much better for a second playthrough. So much better.
I think so. But...
Anyway, sorry. The Real Portz on Twitch and Twitter. Where can people find you, buddy?
People can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at EvilSpaceBunny. Hey.
Thanks for everybody for listening.
Yeah. All right.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday. Good luck. Have fun. And don't die. Hey, Portz.
Maybe. What?
You're a terrible jungle man.